Today, we're continuing our adventures as Kara, the girl without superpowers. Hopefully she lied about that. What just happened? It looks like Pencil Plus and the Spankster were about to have a duel, but Miss Gester stopped it. You sit and process things for a few seconds while the rest of the cafeteria returns to its normal buzz. If you want to hear about buzz, watch the Minecraft episode, because we got lots of beats. Things have been... Okay, I have to stop. Been very strange since he got locked in that closet, and you seem to be the only person who had actually recognized Connor under his disguise. The disguise of Australian dungaree hat vendor. He's the only person that looks at you the way he does, so it's pretty obvious. And we suck at hiding that. Fantastic. You decide to investigate. Hey, I'm gonna go. I'll see you later. Bye, Kara. You leave the cafeteria and make your way to the place that all of this started. You're the only person in the hallway when you arrive at the supply closet door. You slowly grab the door handle, but it wouldn't budge. The door is locked. I'm not surprised after the janitor found 3 people passed out before in that place. Let's just sneakily break in. You reach into your pocket and grab your student ID out of your wallet. You insert your ID card in the gap between the door and the frame. And just like the movies, I get in. And we're in! Let's go. The room seems almost exactly as it was earlier. Your eyes are quickly drawn to something on the floor. You walk over to it and see the can that erupted when she was stuck in here with Killa and Connor. She, me, I. Now I'm Kara, not she. You pick it up and read its label aloud. Super cleaner. The can is completely empty, and there's no other writing or labels. Interesting. Suddenly you feel a presence behind you. Is it the janitor? There you go. I made it myself to get rid of the tough messes that you kids make. Why does he look like he's fading out into the Shadow Realm? If you want to see a video about the Shadow Realm, there's some Yu-Gi-Oh videos on the channel. I have to stop promoting the videos. You turn to see the janitor. His timing is perfect. A little too perfect. You really shouldn't be in here. There's desperation in his voice. There's also sweat building on his brow. Should I be worried? A desperate old man with sweat on his brow and a young girl in that closet? Sounds fishy. Let's ask about the super cleaner. Is this what gave Connor and Killa their new powers? It might be, but really you should get back to class or something. Why does he look like he's struggling very hard to live right? You check your watch, you see that you still have 15 minutes till your next class starts. You then notice how light the can is in your hand. You give it a squeeze and it bends, crinkles, paper. What? Is this aluminum foil? I'm afraid I can't tell you that. Now if you would please get out. The janitor's bluntness frightens you a bit. You decide to comply with his request. Very strange behavior from the janitor. As you exit the closet, you hear the janitor speaking to nobody. You kids make my life much more difficult than it needs to be. You're all going to pay soon enough. He's evil! Look at his eyes! They're black! I knew it! Wait, why does he have fingernails? They're very long because he hasn't cut them, or he's going to turn into a werewolf. The supply closet door slams shut. You're shocked by how sinister the janitor was acting. There's clearly something going on, and you need to tell Connor and Killa. Oh, we're back in the office. This is where my mother took me after a spankster tried to spank me. That seems bad. Mrs. Gessner didn't take either of your explanations. She must have seen right through your disguise because she wasn't surprised to see you when you took the hat and mask off. What a surprise! You and Killa have scored yourselves 2 days of in-school suspension. So there you sit, silently glaring at Killa on the other side of the classroom. Miss Mabel, the oldest and grouchiest teacher in the school, sits at her desk. Hopefully she'll die someday, if she's so old and grouchy. The silence is only interrupted by the ticking of the clock. The door abruptly swings open, and you jump a bit. You and the other 2 students in the classroom turn to see Kara standing in the doorway. Hello, Miss Mabel. Kara, my dear, what can I do for you? So even the grouchiest teacher likes Kara. That was... be absolutely epic. Instead, Miss Mabel probably hates me. I lie about the principal, or do I say we have a class project? Let's say we have a class project. We have a class project due by the end of the day, and I really need these 2 to help me finish it. You and Killa look at each other surprised. I suppose it won't hurt if you come in for just a few minutes. Let's go, Miss Mabel likes me. Thank you. Kara sits in the back and motions for you and Killa to join her. You both stand and walk to the back of the classroom. Just as you're about to sit next to Kara, Killa shoves you out of the way and takes the seat. Well, let's just forget about it. You reach into your pocket to grab a pencil, but decide it would be wise not to continue fighting him. You sit in a seat on the other side of Kara. Things have been a little strange since we got stuck in that closet, haven't they? You and Killa both nod in agreement. I think I know why. I don't think it was all an accident. You and Killa make brief eye contact, but Killa then turns back to Kara. I'm pretty sure it was Skinny's fault, Kara. I do not like that nickname. Not at all. Killa motions to you, but before you can respond, Kara continues. I just finished checking out the closet and found a can. Wait, I'm back to being Pencil Plus, the man whose superpower is throwing pencils. What did I say to her? Let's get her facts. Yeah, it was a can of super cleaner. Larry the janitor made it. The janitor told you that? Yes. Immediately you and Killa look back to one another. When did you talk to him? Right as I woke up. He was standing there. Kara was gone, but you were still passed out behind me. He was the one who woke me up, and he seemed to have no idea what had happened. This is my point. There's more going on here than we know. The janitor seems like a strange strange man. I was just in my closet, and the janitor just kicked me out. Then he pretty much threatened me. He said the students of the school are gonna pay soon enough. What does that mean? What exactly did he tell both of you? He said he could get me out of detention if I used my power to spank Mrs. Gessner during lunch. That's a very weird request from the janitor. He told me to practice my new power around the school until then. Let's question him. How could a janitor get you out of detention? I don't know. I was desperate. Oh, Killer, you are so naive. Or dumb. One or the other. Don't worry, Killer. There's more going on here than we thought. What did he tell you to do, Connor? He basically told me to stop Killer. So he made the conflict. He set this whole thing up. But if he knew we both had powers, why would he set us up to fight? Kara raises her fingers at you and Killer. The entire school is talking about you two. Even the teachers. I think the janitor used you as a distraction and is about to do something very bad. Oh no. It seems like we've been tricked. Just then, a voice echoes over the intercom. Miss Mabel to the front office, please. It's the janitor. With a shrug, Miss Mabel stands up and walks towards the classroom door. Can you watch these hooligans till I'm back, Kara? Kara nods as Miss Mabel leaves the classroom. Oh, this is not good. Is he trying to seduce Miss Mabel? As you all sit alone, the voice echoes again from the intercom in the wall. So, you think I'm up to something? Oh no, he's on to us. You recognize the janitor's voice coming from the intercom. What could I possibly be up to? His voice sounds awfully sinister. Yeah, and he looks awfully sinister. Your gut drops as you are filled with frustration over betrayal. You realize that you have no choice but to trust Killer. Stay focused. What are you up to, janitor? Oh, Connor, you're so easy to trick. In fact, both of you were. Damn it, we got tricked. You and Killer make eye contact again. One of you was so focused on getting out of punishment that he would do anything to get out of it. Killer turns his head in embarrassment. And the other one was so dumb he followed your orders without thinking. Yeah, and the other disliked himself so much he was more comfortable in disguise. Pathetic. There we go. A philosophical idea of hiding behind cover instead of facing who you are and who you're not and who you could be. Being tricked by your own cowardice. You shake your head in denial. And I haven't learned anything from it, clearly. But you, Kara, I wasn't expecting you. You complicated things. It was supposed to be the other way too that would cause my great distraction. But plans have changed. Not being able to contain yourself any longer, you burst out. You did this to us. A few seconds pass in silence. Janitor! You know, kid, I have a name. I would tell it to you, but it's time for you to feel my wrath. Oh no, this is bad. His voice sounds extra sinister. Kara stands up and walks to the door. There's no point trying to leave the classroom. I've locked the door. How? Killer shoots up and bolts to the door. We'll see about that, old man. Killer very obviously tries his hardest to open the door, but doesn't budge. I'm also going to pump in some chemicals. It'll make you forget everything that has happened today. Not again. What is this? Deja vu? There's no stopping me from ruining the academic record of every single messy, sloppy, and disrespectful kid in the school. What? So janitor's great plan is to make us unable to go to university? The intercom turns off. Killer is still trying to get the door open, and Kara sits down in defeat. Now, Kara, get up. We have things to do. You stand silently. Let's motivate her. The janitor was right. I'm much more comfortable with my new abilities. I never did anything special before today. It's time I change that. Kara and Killer both appear more inspired by what you're saying. Let's go. We're getting sport. Killer, you and I are enemies for no good reason. We really need each other to get out of this. Killer nods his head in agreement. You're right, Connor. You then turn to Kara. Kara, I don't care if you didn't gain any abilities from being stuck in the supply closet. Smiley face. You've helped us realize what is really going on here, and we are going to need your help to get out of this mess. Where's the smiley face? Kara smiles in appreciation. Thanks, Connor. How are we going to find the janitor? I know exactly where he is. Yeah, me too, but we're stuck in the bloody detention. There's only one place he could have access to the intercoms and the camera systems. Miss Gessner's office? He took me there to show me where Killer was earlier today. If he has access to the grades of all students, it must be from that room. Surely there has to be some way to protect that system. Surely it's not just, one file on one server that someone can change and then everyone's life changes. Then rich people could just pay for the children to get into good universities. They did do that like Harvard and stuff, but surely there's a better way. That would explain why he said that he was going to ruin all of his students' academic records. Killer interrupts Kara. Guys, we're gonna want to see this. You and Kara join Killer, looking out the window of the classroom door. Walking towards the classroom is your mother, Miss Gessner. Yes, we've established this. This is the third episode. We know Miss Gessner is my mother. We know Miss Baxter wants to spank her. We know she saves our ass in this high school. It's kind of embarrassing. Let's move on. You all begin to wave your hands to get her to come to the door quicker. She stops when she gets close. You try to yell at her to open the door, but she just shakes her head and finger at you. Nice try. No, damn it. She doesn't believe us. She turns to walk away. We need her to open the door. I need you to spank me. I don't know, man. Sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Explain the plan. If she sees you spank me, she will probably open the door. Gillen nods in understanding. You then knock on the window to get your mother's attention. Then give Gilla a thumbs up. As soon as Gilla's hand makes contact, a look rolls over Miss Gessner's face. She walks towards towards the door and unlocks the handle. You all take a step back as she pushes it open. She looks directly at you for a second. She then lifts her hand and points at your face. What? Ha 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 ha. I forgot. The Spankster's power makes everyone laugh at whoever gets spanked. They're filled with embarrassment. But it doesn't matter, the door's open. Whatever. We take the loss. We lost the battle, we'll win the war. Before you can voice it, Killa pulls you out of the classroom as you head to find the janitor. As you are all running through the empty hallways, you motion for the others to follow you. You make a sharp turn around the corner and find yourself right outside the computer lab. The intercom above you promptly turns on. Well, I didn't think you would get out of that one. Nicely done. Good luck getting through pure chaos. Oh, he's going crazy. Look at his face. Just then the fire alarms begin to sound. This is followed by what seems to be a tornado siren. Students burst out of the class in a crazed panic. Emergency! Seek shelter! No, stop! You, Killa and Kara all give each other a nod. You begin to push your way through to the computer lab. When you reach the door, Killa grabs the handle and gives it a turn. To none of your surprise, the door is locked. Grab the handle and help. The more the merrier. Strength in numbers. As if instinctively, you grab the door handle and begin to turn it with Killa. After a few seconds of force, you let go and Killa moves the handle a little bit. Realizing that it is working, you get back to trying to force the handle to move. Kara, come help. Let's go. 3 for 1. Kara joins in trying to force the handle to move. Even with students and teachers chaotically running through the hallways all around you, the handle slips open. Killa shoves the door with his shoulder and opens as the handle breaks. We're in. You all charge in and the door quickly slams behind you. You look around but see no sign of the janitor. Where did he go? Darn. All of the computer monitors are on. You walk up to one of them and see a sticky note in the corner. Did you really think it would be this easy? Oh, you're taunting us. We're sucking here. You notice bar graphs rising on the screen in front of you. The sound of panic in the hallway ceases. Kara looks at the screen for a second. What did he do? Did he change the grade? Lift up the note and show it to the others. He knew we would come here, but he's not here. Killa kicks the desk in frustration. Kara doesn't seem to be convinced that this is the end. She starts examining the room more closely. She gets down and looks under the desks. Here! She puts her hand somewhere under the desk and presses something. Oh, she found a secret button. A secret entrance. A button! The floor on the other side of the desk slides open. It reveals a dark staircase leading into a dark basement. Killa slowly moves towards the staircase. It looks mostly empty. Killa freezes in the middle of his sentence and turns his shoulders to reveal a dart sticking out of the side of his arm. Oh no! It's a tranquilizing dart. He pulls it out and sits still for a second. Without warning, he falls to the ground unconscious. No, not again! You and Kara back up to the door. You hear a very maniacal laugh coming from the bottom of the stairs. The janitor's head pokes up from the hole and continues to move up until he's completely out of the stairway. He is holding some kind of long dark tube. It almost looks like a marshmallow gun. I'm sure it's a marshmallow gun. I'm sure a guy that's just trying to destroy everyone's life has a marshmallow gun. It's fitting that I knocked you out when I gave you your powers, and that I knock you out when I take them away. No! My power to throw pencils! Killa is no longer a spankster. He's back to the rude jock he was before. He's not going to remember any of today. In fact, nobody's going to remember today. I've sprayed this mix throughout the entire school. All I have to do is eliminate the 2 of you, and nobody will be left to stop you from giving every student in the school an F. But everyone gets an F. Surely that just comes up on the system. Surely the IT department will just see, oh, error, everyone's an F. Revert to backup, thank you. I don't think the janitor knows anything. He's a bit too old for this technology. The janitor points the tube at Kara. It's strange you didn't have any abilities. I was sure my mixture would work on anyone. Or maybe you just haven't discovered them yet. He raises the tube as if he is about to fire. Wait! The tube remains fixed on Kara as the janitor turns towards you. Attack! For the first time in your life, you feel completely in control. You flash the janitor a smug smile. You came close, janitor, but you underestimated me. Before anyone can react, Kara makes a move at the janitor. You reach into your pocket and grab a pencil. Your arm is quicker than you thought possible. You see a dart leave the tube just as the pencil leaves your hand. The 2 strike in the middle of the air. We saved Kara. Kara quickly picks the dart off the ground and continues her charge towards the janitor. Now we'll make him lose his powers. Before you know it, Kara is right in front of the janitor. No! It wasn't supposed to end like this. Kara had struck him with the dart. The janitor falls to his knees. Tears begin falling from his eyes. But what was his superpower? What's going to happen to him? Kara turns around and gives you a soft smile. You smile back. You begin to walk towards her, but suddenly her face goes blank. What? She looks towards her leg and you see a dart sticking out of her calf. Got her! You see the janitor a few feet away, holding the dart gun. He gives you a tired wink and falls back unconscious. No! He got her as well! You catch Kara before she falls to the ground. As you lower her, she grabs your hand. Connor, you can tell she is quickly losing consciousness. Please don't tell me she's going to die. This can't end like this. I was just meant to take away superpowers, but she didn't have any. Thank you. No. She gives you one last smile. As her eyes close, you stand alone in a quiet computer room. No, she can't die. No. no. You realize that Kara will have no memory of anything that has happened today. All the cooperation, everything we did together, the fact that I saved her. She won't remember anything. A thought crossed your mind. You didn't have to be alone. You could stab yourself with a dart and forget all of this. Then another thought crossed your mind. You quite enjoy being the hero. You felt more comfortable as the heroic Pencil Plus than you ever did before. You can keep your powers and be the hero the school needs. It all comes down to your choice. With great power comes great responsibility. Or I can lose the powers and be a coward once again. Keep the powers and get better. You're standing behind your mother as she addresses the school. You still can't believe that you're being recognized for stopping the janitor. Your mother has never sounded so proud of you. Yeah, but Kara doesn't know I'm a hero. Kind of sucks. Oh well, at least I can throw pencils. Connor Gessner saved our entire school from academic destruction from our former janitor. He's a hero we can trust, and it is a great honor to present him with this. She holds up her hand and shows a badge. The crowd erupted in cheers and clapping. Tears almost come to your eyes as she pins the badge onto your chest. Well, it's the badge. What do we win? You look down and read Hall Monitor on the badge. This is the worst badge reward that I've ever received. I saved the school and now I'm a hall monitor. Fantastic. You're proud to be the hero that this school needs. I'm grateful to everyone for the trust you've put in me, and I will strive to use my power only for the good of the school and its students. For now, who wants free pencils? Everyone in the audience's hands shoot up with cheers. You begin reaching into your pockets and grabbing pencils and tossing them into the crowd. After the assembly, you began your first shift as hall monitor. Nothing very exciting had happened for the first few minutes of your patrol. As you're walking down the hall, you turn the corner to see a very familiar face. How could you forget those eyes? And it's the same story as all. We're not focused on the job, we're focused on Kara. You smile at Kara, almost forgetting that she has no memory of yesterday's events. You stop to talk to her, just as she is passing you. Hey Kara, can I talk to you for a second? What can I do for you? Hall monitor? Oh, she doesn't seem hostile at all. That's good. This may seem sudden, but would you go out with me sometime? Yeah, that would be great. Here's my number. That was easy. Does become a hall monitor? Get some superpowers? You get the girl. Text me and we can set something up. You grab the paper from her hand and put it in your pocket. Unless she gives us a fake number, guys. Who knows? Right as she is about to say something, you hear cheers from down the hallway. Kara smiles as you look towards the signs. Sorry, due to calls. You begin running down the hall towards the commotion. I'll text you later. Soon the cheers down the hall turn to laughter. You stop when you round the corner. You see a group of kids in the middle of the hallway. In the middle, you see a large figure standing over a small figure. All of the kids are pointing and laughing at the kid on the ground. Is the Spankster back again? Just behind the kid stands the Spankster himself. Killer. The end. And there we go. We solved the mystery. We stopped the janitor. We got the girl. And we became a hall monitor. That's a win.